unicorn in the strength training section when a female walks into that area. I don't get it. I don't understand why it's like that, but whatever.
What is up, guys? It's me, Vanessa, again, coming at you with another video. And I just wanted to say this one's a little bit more on the informative side. I've been getting a lot of questions from people who are just kind of starting out their fitness journeys or just starting out into exercise, weightlifting, nutrition, just changing up, all that stuff. And so I kind of wanted to do a video. I did do a body transformation fitness journey video before, and I'll link that video. You guys can check it out if you want to. One thing I do want to address is kind of like the things that I wish I knew before I started exercising and getting into fitness. Honestly, if I would have known all the things that I know now then, it probably would have taken me less time to get where I needed to be. But at the same time, this isn't a rush, this isn't a race, because like I said in my body transformation video, my weight loss journey has been nothing but a roller coaster ride. So here we go, guys. If you like the video, don't forget to give the video a huge thumbs up, subscribe, comment, share. Let's get on with the video. So the first mistake that I did was I restricted my calories too much. Now, I was one of those people that was on that 1,200 to 1,400 calorie crazy diet, cookie cutter diet, because I didn't know any better. And a lot of us who aren't experienced with exercise and nutrition and diet and all that other whatever, we don't understand what it is, all this macro stuff, and what it is to have enough calories and, you know, maintenance and TDEE. Like, it can honestly get a little bit confusing, and sometimes people overcomplicate things more than they need to be. A mistake that I really made was not doing enough research on, one, my maintenance calories and what my body needed, and two, copying somebody else's cookie cutter diet, which may have worked for them, but the problem is that me and that person were, one, not the same height, two, not the same body weight, and three, not even the same genetics or a skeletal form for it to even like match. Like, you can't sit here and try to eat the same thing as a person that's 5'1" and you're like 6'2". Let's just keep it real. And those were meal plans for people that were competing, doing bodybuilding competitions and all that stuff. So of course they were lean and shredded, eating almonds and protein shakes, you know, for like 8 meals. But I literally, when I was following one of those meal plans, I went into like starvation mode. I started binging really badly at night. It was just bad. You guys can only imagine how messed up my metabolism was, because I was consistently restricting my calories because I thought that's what I was supposed to do, and eating very little. Pretty much when I first started working out, when I first started doing exercise, dieting, nutrition, any of that stuff, I pretty much only did cardio. Unfortunately, and I'm not trying to knock anyone, if all you do is cardio and half marathons and all that other stuff, do what works best for you. But for me and my goals, it was a mistake. I don't want, and I'm going to show you guys a picture, a comparison of a half marathoner. I don't want bodies like that, and I'm not trying to body shame anybody either, so don't even go there. I just physically, it just wasn't my goals, and it's not what's in my goals and not my body goals, okay? I don't want to be skinny, and there's nothing wrong with being skinny. It just doesn't, it's not the look that I want. So when I was doing half marathon training, I thought, oh, I have to do this. This is going to be the stuff that I need to do because other people were doing it, and all I kept hearing was, running, run, you only lose your fat in your gut if you run, you know. And that's the kind of stuff that we hear a lot nowadays, and like fitness and stuff, it's starting to diminish a lot more. It was a huge issue for me, because not on top of not eating well, and then on top of like large amounts of cardio, my metabolism really just took a shit. Okay, guys, as you can imagine. What I mean by that is that I was constantly and consistently kind of like in a fat loss phase, if for lack of better words, but I was consistently decreasing my calories, consistently training as if I was always trying to lose fat, which I understand that's what people want to do, they want to lose fat. So basically what I'm trying to say about that is that I was never really in a muscle building phase. And when I say that, I'm talking more in terms of like my nutrition. So my nutrition, even though I was lifting weights, even though I was exercising consistently and all this other stuff, my nutrition didn't match my exercises. So I wasn't really able to build enough muscle that I really wanted to in order to get to the goals that I want. I hope that makes sense. So another mistake that I did, guys, was and unfortunately it's kind of a little embarrassing to say this, but whatever. But I pretty much went onto bodybuilding.com and got one of those cookie cutter kind of diet plans and fitness plans, and I started doing like a 7-day bro split or a 6-day bro split, whatever, and it just didn't work for my body type. It wasn't working for the goals that I wanted, and it just wasn't right for me. Now, I understand that everybody's going to be different, and that's something I want you guys to understand, is be very mindful of these cookie cutter programs that people are selling you on Instagram and all this other stuff. Just because someone lost weight, just because someone did this, that, and the third, and now all of a sudden they look like this, doesn't necessarily mean that they are specialized and they know how to train people to do the same thing. There's one thing for people to go and do weight loss and train themselves, and there's a whole other ball game to sit and train someone else and tell them how things should be done for their body and for their goals. That is why I honestly never tell people that I will train them. No online coaching, like none of that, because I do not feel comfortable, and I'm not the right person to tell people that you should be training this way and this is what works for you, and your macros and your calories should look like this, and this is what you should be eating, this is your meal plan. Like, honestly, it's just not the right thing to do. There's a different thing than you telling someone like, oh, avoid this or whatever, versus you actually giving them a cookie cutter freaking meal plan and giving them some little whatever training program that worked for you. Yeah, maybe it'll give them a little bit of results, but at the end of the day, their big maximum results happen when they have programs that are specifically designed for those people. And so honestly, every little thing that you guys get from the internet, whatever, even if you're going to emulate it and copy it, just be mindful that these are the things and workouts that worked for these people, and it may not always work for you. All right, guys, so the last mistake that I want to talk about is pretty much using your social media fitness people as like motivation influencers. Now, one, we don't understand like what their daily lives look like or what they do for a living, so that's number one. Number two, we don't really understand exactly how long they've done exercise or trained or whatever to get the physique that they do have. And number three, we can't really copy someone because everybody, like I keep saying, everybody is different, guys. Everyone has different bodies. Everyone looks different, is shaped different, skeletal system is different. Everybody is different. And if you sit there and try to act like, oh, I'm gonna follow this girl because I really love her body and her body is body goals, but you aren't physically even capable of getting to that body type, it's really gonna start messing up your mentality and the way you're thinking about yourself and your body and your self-image and body image. And it can really start getting to people's heads. I know for myself, I am not gonna sit here and deny that I don't have like, I don't follow certain people that I know that I would never be able to maintain their body, but I do look up to them as motivation and stuff like that. So I understand wholeheartedly where people are coming from when they start following a bunch of different fitness people. Just be mindful, guys, that when you are looking on social media, when you are looking at all these different fitness people, we don't necessarily understand all the work that they put in to get to the bodies that they do have. You can use them as motivation, inspiration, whatever, or just someone that you look up to and inspire to be. But keep in mind that everyone's body types are different, and even though you may think that your body type is similar, there's always something with your metabolism that's different, with your genetics that's different, with just your skeletal system that's different. And so just keep that in mind. I don't want people to sit here and think like, oh, like I shouldn't follow anyone then because no one's my body type. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is just be mindful that you shouldn't always compare yourself to social media fitness people or to people who use or who are in the fitness industry and that's their career, because honestly, if you're a regular person, a regular Joe Schmo, it's not really realistic to get shredded unless you're like, I don't know, amazing. But let's just be honest, I'm not shredded at all, and I'm okay with that. I've come to deal with it. So if you like the video, don't forget to give the video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Or as what did I say? Even for Itzy. I don't know how many times I've heard. I'm so tired. Let me know if there's there's any, oh, I forgot to turn off. Got all the little hairs, you know when you throw, goddamn little hairs, better tame yourselves. They were guys and they couldn't really, all they did was upper body, and if they're watching this, please don't take it the wrong way. But there are only being dudes there who are one, staring at you, left and right, and who knows what they're staring at, but they're staring at you. You know, it's like a unicorn. It's like if you see a unicorn in the strength training. It's like if someone saw a unicorn in the strength training section when a female walks into that area. I don't